What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA. All right, everybody. So woke up to a little bit of good news, a little bit of an update from yesterday's video that I made regarding Charlie Kirk with this particular individual, Gretchen Felker Martin. DC Comics has canceled the Red Hood comic that this individual wrote after one issue following Charlie Kirk comments. So, you know, I think this was the smart play by DC, the smart move. Just woke up, literally just woke up, saw this article, and jumped in to make a video. I didn't sleep much last night anyway. You could probably tell by my voice I'm not, exactly all the way up, but I did want to talk about this because it is an update to the last video, and I felt like this was the right play for DC. DC had to make a response to what this individual had posted up. You absolutely do not want to agree with anything that this person said if you're a company, a major company. And look, there's a lot more companies like this out there. All right, we're going to talk about that in just a moment. There's a lot of companies out there that are going to have to make some decisions about their activist employees, and the kind of things that they post out there on social media when there's a tragedy in the country. They're going to have to start responding to this sort of thing. I don't know what's going to happen, but this individual right here, at least for this particular comic, finds themselves no longer published. I do have a question on whether they're going to continue to work with this individual, but let's read the article. Shout out to Matt McGloin, Cosmic Book News, on the article. Following massive backlash, DC Comics has officially canceled trans writer Gretchen Felker Martin's Red Hood series after just one issue. The first issue was released on Wednesday, but DC has now pulled the plug on all future installments. And again, this was the cover of the comic. All right, you see that individual's name right there as one of the writers. DC's statement to retailers: in a notice sent to comic book retailers, DC said DC Comics cancels existing orders for Red Hood #2 and Red Hood #3 and any orders for future issues of the series. DC Comics will credit retailers for all invoice copies of Red Hood #1, inclusive of copies that may have already been sold. So they're going to give them a full refund. They're saying we'd want to disavow this comic book all the way around. And so they're just going to say, here's your money back, whatever. They're just wiping their hands with this particular individual. And, rightfully so. Why the series was canceled, when asked by Popverse. So I guess this is where this was covered on Popverse. About the reasons behind the cancellation, DC Comics issued a broader statement. At DC Comics, we place the highest value on our creators and community and affirm the right to peaceful individual expression of personal viewpoints. Posts or public comments that can be viewed as promoting hostility or violence are inconsistent with DC's standards of conduct. Okay, that's good to say at this point in time. Because this individual made some inflammatory comments that went viral and everybody started talking about it. But again, I said it on the video yesterday. I guess this individual is not new to this. They have made multiple inflammatory comments towards other people. I think somewhere this individual was wishing death on J.K. Rowling publicly, like didn't hide it at all. And so if that's the case, why did you hire him in the first place? How did they get a job at DC Comics? If you place value, the highest value on your creators and your community, all right? If you're saying that this is inconsistent with DC's standards of conduct, I mean, this ain't the first time this person has posted things like this. So I don't know. I mean, to me, you shouldn't have ever hired this individual. And now companies need to be very, very mindful of who they're letting in the door, because you might want to, celebrate somebody's, expressions of gender, etc., and so forth. But you got to make sure that these people are on the level, that they're not going to go out there and embarrass your company with nonsense like this individual did. And a lot of these people, man, let's just face it, they're all mostly activists. They all have agendas and propaganda that they're trying to push out there into the world. And so these types of people, I'm sorry, man, it's like comic book readers just want comic books. All right. We're not here for all of this other nonsense. All right. Yeah. And these are the posts I showed yesterday again regarding, what this individual was posting up. Hope the bullet's okay. All that kind of crap, man. It's absolutely disgusting. Felker Martin had previously written a short story in Harley Quinn. in 2024 before DC announced his Red Hood ongoing series for mature readers in 2025. And then there's information on Charlie Kirk. Yeah, man. So this ain't the only person that is, probably going to face some backlash. Another one by Cosmic Book News: Ghost of Yote game developer Drew Harrison celebrates death of Charlie Kirk. So this is a game that's upcoming. I think it's the sequel to Ghost of Tsushima. And yeah, this individual is also celebrating the assassination of Charlie Kirk. I just don't understand why you would do something like this. You know, I don't understand these people. It just doesn't make any sense to me. On social media, Harrison, who goes by Drew on Blue Sky, posted, "I hope the shooter's name is Mario so that Luigi knows his bro got his back." So yeah, that's what this individual posted up. Um, I guess she, her, so it looks like a female. Uh, that's crazy, man. That's absolutely crazy. So yeah, all of these posts, look, it's all on Blue Sky. I think they all thought they could run to Blue Sky and find safety and be able to post all of their vile, disgusting comments. I think that's what they thought, but they thought wrong. All right. Because now these people are looking at possibly losing their jobs and being socially ostracized. It's ridiculous, man. Harrison works at Sucker Punch, a studio behind Sony's Ghost of Tsushima and its upcoming game Ghost of Yote, which is due out October 2nd. According to Profile, she is a senior staff character, texture, look development artist, and previously worked at ILM and Rhythm and Hues. Yeah, so again, I just think these people really need a wake-up call. Everybody does, man. It's like tone down the hateful and mockery and the rhetoric when it comes to, this particular situation, in all situations. When people die, especially when it's an assassination, I mean, it's not just some, like I said yesterday, it's not just somebody that passed away in their old age or something. This is like an assassination. This is like a political moment. This is something where there's going to be like deep, deep feelings and emotions on both sides, and you might be eager to go out there and cheer and celebrate and high five everybody. That might be what you're interested in doing. But you might end up costing yourself some work. This is the article from Popverse for the Red Hood comic book series getting canceled. What I find interesting is, again, I didn't see anywhere in here where DC says that they're gonna that they're gonna no longer work with this individual. They haven't made any statement like that. They're just canceling out the comic. So I guess, and they should say, hey, we disavowed this individual's comments altogether, and they are no longer associated with DC. That's what they should say. All right. Something similar to what they had said, what Disney had said with Gina Carano. They're no longer associated with us, all that kind of stuff. I think that's you can go even further, DC. You could have did better, but whatever. They said what they needed to say, and I think they did the right thing. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. It's still, man, recovery day. It's gonna be a rough one today. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Hopefully everybody is taking care of each other. Love the people around you. Make sure you let the folks in your life know you care about them and that they are important to you. And yeah, this is again just a tragic moment. But I'm glad DC Comics did act and got this individual up on and out. I think this Ghost of Yote game is next. It's time to start cleaning up some of the activism and some of the hateful people that are inside some of these companies, man. It's time to start saying, you know what? I'm going to have to let you go because you're celebrating the death of a human being. Where's your human decency? It's just wild stuff, man. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think. Jump down in the comments. Give me your thoughts and opinions on that. Thanks for watching. See you next time.